Hello, this is.
Hi, am I speaking with?
Yeah,
Hi, how are you doing today? Good morning.
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. Um,
You've got about 60 seconds, please.
I'll make it quicker than that. I'll be direct with you. Like, would you be opposed to something like that?
Uh, Depending on what the gimmick is, man, get to the bread and butter. What are you doing? Are you an aggregator? What are
I mean,
you?
let me just give you a quick rundown of how it works, and then you can tell me how does it sound. Yeah. So what we do is we'll find these from Facebook and Instagram using ads, and then we qualify them according to your metrics, right, or whatever you prefer. And once they are meeting the criteria that you're looking for, we just directly book them onto your calendar, and we just get as many as you need to get to the number of we both agree upon, right? So how does that sound to you?
I've dealt with stuff like this before in the past, and it's not really effective.
Interesting. Okay, tell me more about what exactly were the expectations like? Did you use it with someone else, like external team like us, or you did it with yourself, like just yourself tried it in house?
Basically what you're doing is you're throwing stuff out on the internet, and you're aggregating consumers to basically blindly come into something with an expectation,
No.
a general expectation that there's some sort of process behind it. And the process is never really explained, and the consumer 9 times out of 10, when you speak to them, they're oblivious to what happened.
So okay, so can you tell me more about like what exactly happened in the past? Like it seems like, whenever you, correct me if I'm wrong, but when you call the people up and they were like absolutely had no idea who they're speaking with, what exactly is it about? Is that what happened before?
Yeah, it depends on the front side. Like you are the front side, so you're the aggregator
Yeah.
of that particular lead. So it depends on how you're actually positioning your sale.
Uh-huh. Okay,
So
so I'll just try to give you some more understanding. Tell me if this gives you some clarity, yeah? So, see, let's say we work with you, right? So we will take your name, your information, what exactly you are looking for, what type of service you are looking for, and then we will market, advertise you in your local area and show them that, okay, before even sharing them to you, we call them up and say that, you're going to be calling with, talking with, he's going to be taking care of the stuff. What is the like whatever your criteria is, right? And
I
only once someone absolutely clear about what they're stepping into, then we, push them towards you. Does that make
yeah,
sense?
I absolutely understand where you're coming from. I know exactly what you're basically doing. I mean, it's not something that I can't do myself. Like I said, I don't mind the actual.
Mm-hmm.
I don't mind the broader context of what you're saying. It's just the consumer aspect, the consumer generally speaking, most generally
Uh-huh.
speaking, is not that
Uh-huh.
astute. So you can ask them, you want to buy a house? So they're going to tell you yes. What's your time frame? They're going to tell you yes. And then is the consumer, generally speaking, is not that
Uh-huh.
sophisticated and astute. I'm talking about the general consumer.
Can you?
Everybody
Okay.
wants.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. I mean, can I ask you a quick question? I need your help with this. Let's say this is not the ideal condition for you, right? Then there might be absolutely like something that you have in mind, which would be even 10 times better than this. Can you just give me an understanding of what would be the ideal criteria for you, so just so that I can see if that is possible from my end?
So if you're in, it's tough because there's a lot of gimmicks out there. I mean, I even see.
Yeah,
I
I totally understand.
I call them gimmicks, and that's no disrespect to the people who pitch this. I'm a
No, I
little
totally
deeper.
understand.
I'm a little deeper than most. Like I see all angles or most angles that are pertinent to me when it comes to this. So
Mm-hmm.
you can purchase data. Now it's an information-driven society, so you can purchase any data you want, and even for example, if I wanted to buy 740. $150,000 annual income, low debt, I can purchase that subset of any information and then market specifically to those
Mm-hmm.
individuals.
Mm-hmm.
7+ years in the home, looking to move based on their internet kind of search criteria. You can purchase any of that data. Again, you can't control the consumer, and the consumer generally is very finicky, and the consumer generally is largely, and I'm generalizing, I'm overgeneralizing. They're largely very oblivious. They're very oblivious, right? And if they talk to you, I'm old school, I'm a little more traditional, so I'd rather do less transactions with quality people who actually appreciate the service that I'm providing. I'm not a Quicken, I'm not a Bank of America, I'm not a JP Morgan Chase. I don't have that kind of profile. I have the profile where I want personalized.
So you appreciate the personalized connection and the connection long term to actually help someone.
Yes, because I hope to foster that relationship and get their parents and their kids and their co-workers and their cousins and their brothers and their aunts and their uncles. I hope to be top of mind as much as I can possibly be at their family barbecues, their family dinners. I'm used Andy.
That's absolutely perfect. Yeah, I understand that. See, the thing is that I'll just, might be, something that you have had in the past that was a negative experience, and I hear this very often. So I totally understand your point of view. We have been working for the last 12 months with one of the highest in Michigan, and they have had the similar situation in the past as well. So what we did is we specifically took care of what exactly were requirements that were there, and designed a campaign that's customized to their values, right? And then, even last week we had a call, and then they're absolutely happy. See, this is already working. Would you be absolutely opposed to at least having a look at this and then maybe decide if it works for you in any way or no? And then maybe we can drop it. Does it make sense?
Look, I would actually have to see how you interact with the consumer.
Yeah.
Personally,
exactly. See, the thing is that I'm not the one who actually strategizes this. So we have a chief strategist I can connect you with, so he can actually listen to what your requirements are in detail in a 20-minute Zoom call, let's say tomorrow, maybe, or later this week. And then he will suggest you what we would do, and then you can get a better understanding.
Yeah, again, here's the hinge point. You can put me on the phone with anybody in your organization, right? But at the end of the day, you're going to employ somebody to carry out this task. Okay, this individual, if they're not warm and welcoming, let's say they're having a bad day, they got an argument with their boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife. Let's say they're financial. See, that's the part that the interaction with the initial interaction with consumer. If it's not done from heart,
properly,
if it's just a sales. I got a call from somebody 10 minutes ago wanting to price out some loans for me on a product they have, and the call was just very scripted, cold. That's the part that most, all due respect to your organization, that is missed.
Say the human connection, right? When you call someone and you actually love the work that you do, interacting with people, and actually listen to what they have to say, and then consider that, okay, this is what meets your criteria, and then provide a solution, actual solution to that. That is absolutely not a common thing in today's industry. I totally agree with you that. Do you like the way I'm speaking with you? Does it sound cold to you right now?
No. You're actually providing a genuine connection. So, and again, that's because you're probably a little more grounded than most. And I'm not criticizing folks in general. I'm not. I'm just saying that in order for me to embark on something or to engage in something, it's again, you have to understand, I'm not the person that wants to do 20 transactions a month. I'm not. I would rather do 3 to 6, 5 to 10 quality transactions. I'm not a transactional person. Once you enter into that transactional mindset, you're also attracting that transactional consumer. And that transactional consumer is the consumer that doesn't resonate with my being. You see,
I absolutely like understand your point of view. Can I be upfront with you? Absolutely direct something, honestly share something about us. Can I share something about us?
Sure.
Yeah. See, the thing is that I told you that we have been working with, for the last 6 months or so, and only one client for about like 10 months. So it's a very new company. We're in the first year in business. And I'm actually the one who takes care of this communication with the needs of the clients as well, and our internal team, communication with the clients as well. So if you, really like the way I am speaking, that is exactly what I try to transfer in the internal communication culture as well. So if you like that, then I would like to ask you if this is something, if you want to even like explore 50%, let's have a talk, and then you can actually see if it's not meeting your criteria. We can absolutely drop it. Does that sound fair?
And I mean, you're a salesman. I don't expect you to give up. I mean, I like I said, I will listen to, any pitch. Like I'm listening to you right now. I mean, I gave you 60 seconds. You kind of were a little genuine, and you said some things, and I'm listening. Again, it just, I don't know. Like I said, I'm open to listening. I'm not gonna shut you down.
See, the next thing, if you're really like, the main question is like, would you be open to exploring at least, right? And then I can, take you to the next possible steps, connect you with the team, and then you can actually have a proper conversation, and then maybe actually go to a decision that makes sense to you. Right?
I'm only open if I actually experience the pitch, and this is kind of tricky because I'm telling you what I want. You could send your best salesperson and kind of do whatever pitch that they, I want to see how the consumer experiences your product.
Okay, I understand. So is it like, you are trying to see before you even have, you have a decision from your end, you want to see how exactly the first touch point of contact with the end consumer is going to be from our end. And then you can,
because you're not pitching anything new. We used to do this years ago. They used to have a concierge service, and the person that goes on those websites, being the largest aggregator, that person is basically showing intent. So they're showing intent. I'm going on, I want to buy a house. So that person has in the frame of their mind a intention to purchase, whether it's tomorrow or it's 2 years down the line. That person has intent. So again, we used to do this years ago. And it was very, very generic. Hi, my name is John from, I want to connect you to one of our, local, blah, blah, blah. But the only thing that we used to do is, as cold as it may sound, was basically profit driven. So they would do the same thing with 4 other vendors or 5 of them for the same individual. Big turnoff.
Yeah, that's a big turnoff, of course. I mean, it's not ethical. Totally not something that we want. I mean, see, you have, at this moment on the phone call, I will not be able to give you all the clarity, right? But I'm sure you have an idea of how you want the first point of contact to be. Is it possible for you to give us, let's say I book a Zoom call with you, and in the call, you can tell us, this is what I want to, be used with, of course, like with heart, with not being cold, and actually care about the prospect. And then we can give you, this is what we can do, and we can try it for a month, and then we can see.
Sure, no problem.
Well, are you available for a quick 20-minute Zoom call tomorrow?
Maybe tomorrow later on in the day. So afternoon, late afternoon.
Give me your best time.
Yeah, you have anything at 4:30 in the afternoon?
4:30 would be what you are in the Central Time, right?
Eastern
4:30. That would be a bit late. Can you do early tomorrow, like morning?
Wednesdays generally don't work for me early. I can potentially do something Thursday. Does Thursday afternoon work for you?
Thursday afternoon would be good. Yes.
Thursday or Friday afternoon?
Thursday afternoon is good for us. What time? Like 12 afternoon?
No. You have anything around 2?
Yeah, 1:30 to, let me check once.
That's
1 to
fine.
1:30 and 2:30. Yeah, 2 p.m. would be good. We have a slot
Sure.
available at 2
Sure.
p.m.
Go ahead and
So
send me that. Go ahead and I'm sure you have my contact info. Go ahead and send me that link, and we'll talk Thursday.
I will, unfortunately, Andy, I will need your help with the email.
Sure.
.com.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, I'll just send you the confirmation. We have the appointment at Thursday, 2 p.m. afternoon Eastern time.
Sounds
I
good.
would send you the confirmation. So
Thank
looking
you.
forward to it.
Thank
It was
you.
a really great conversation. Have a great.
Yeah. Thank you. You too.